Hi all, today I'm chatting with Michael McCubbin, Perpetual's Head of Debt Market Solutions, and we will be chatting about standby servicing. Recently, we've had quite an uptick in inquiries from clients and investors outside of our regular cadence of meetings and visits about our standby servicing offering, which in itself is not surprising. As with any shift in the economic cycle, positive or negative, there's always a renewed focus on partnerships. And it makes sense that they're talking to Perpetual Corporate Trust about it, being that we are the largest corporate trustee and provider of standby servicing in the Australian market, with warm standby servicing roles covering RMBS and ABS, amongst others. So welcome, Michael. Thank you so much for joining me. Maybe we start today to go back to basics and discuss exactly what a standby servicer does.
Sure thing, Lindsay, and thanks for having me today. Our approach aims to preserve the options for all stakeholders, and therefore we support the incumbents servicing team to manage the continued cash flow of the assets with the existing staff, systems and premises. Perpetual provides a warm standby servicing model that involves a detailed review of the client's business, specifically the processes and procedures used by the client to service its loan portfolio. These are captured in a detailed standby servicing plan. Perpetual also enters into a standby servicing deed with the client to document our duties and responsibilities as standby servicer. Perpetual's warm standby servicing role would typically involve 3 separate phases. Phase 1, the prior to step-in phase, would involve client due diligence, assessment and preparation of a detailed standby servicing plan and annual site visits to verify and update the plan where necessary. Phase 2, the step-in activation phase, would follow if there was a trigger event and or the business entered into administration. This is where we step into the business using existing resources and systems to stabilise and manage the business operations. This can include assisting with resources and oversight to ensure continuity of cash flows into secured bank accounts, and only where absolutely necessary, this consideration of alternate solutions. And the third phase, the sale or servicer replacement phase, would only be entered into at the direction of the administrators and creditors as a last result, and would involve either recapitalisation of the business, sale of the loan portfolio, or the appointment of a replacement servicer.
I see. So if we look at standby servicing, you must do a huge amount of work with those clients to make sure that plan is accurate and you've got all the information you need at a more granular level. Can you talk me through how we interact with our clients in that regard?
Yeah, of course. Perpetual Corporate Trust works with our clients on an annual basis to ensure the standby servicing plan is kept up to date and reflects current business operations. For newer clients or startup clients, we operate on a 6-monthly review cycle. We have an experienced team that visits our clients either on-site or remotely. We have a comprehensive agenda covering items such as current policies, procedures, systems, organisation structures, to name a few. All this information is captured and documented in our standby servicing plan for that particular client. Once the plan is ready, it is reviewed and the plan is signed off by both our client and Perpetual. The objective is to invest the time and resources to understand each client's business and capture all the operational nuances. The goal is to have a detailed understanding of the client's servicing operations and have it documented in a quality manner should the need to step in ever arise.
It sounds like very detailed planning with lots of processes to be across, so many people to know, businesses to understand. With all of those different focuses, how do you balance the interest of all the parties?
While Perpetual has a relationship directly with the client, the service is ultimately designed to protect the interests of the warehouse banks or investors. So we need to balance making the plan preparation process as seamless or as easy as possible for our clients, while ensuring we deliver on the expectations of the investors and warehouse banks, who are typically expecting quality plans that have regular review cycle, but just as importantly, they have confidence in having Perpetual as the trustee and standby servicer due to its corporate strength, depth and breadth of experience, fiduciary heritage, and proven expertise in this sector. Ultimately, it's about having a trusted partner to enable issuers to secure funding whether via warehouses or the term market.
Yeah, I hear that a lot from clients. They often note that they choose Perpetual as a partner because of our continual investment in our capability in this space. Do you think that what the Perpetual difference is, or what do you think the reason is why we're the largest standby servicer provider?
Yeah, it's a good question, Lindsay. It's true, Perpetual Corporate Trust is the largest corporate trustee and standby servicer in Australia. We maintain approximately 56 warm standby servicing plans covering mortgages, equipment and auto finance loans, personal loans, really all asset classes. In recent years, we have expanded our servicing team to bring in additional loan servicing experience and expertise. We have also partnered with a specialist loan servicer to support our trustee and standby servicing offering, should the need arise for a loan book migration, a longer term replacement servicer, or tactical support.
Thanks so much, Michael. We've covered a lot of ground today and a lot of detail. Is there any final comments from you?
Thanks, Lindsay. Yes, there is a lot of detail, but activation of a standby servicing plan does not occur too often. But when it does occur, it is a matter of all hands on deck to get the lender back on track with the least amount of disruption possible. Perpetual's approach to standby servicing ensures the continuation of business operations and cash flow, while key stakeholders such as investors and administrators determine the way forward for the loan portfolio.
A safe pair of hands. Thank you so much for joining me today, Michael.
Thanks, Lindsay.